Since I've been streaming Super Smash Ultimate a lot lately, I've had a lot of time to play the game and try out a bunch of new characters. In Smash 4, I stuck exclusively to playing Marth and didn't play any other character, so it's nice to have a Smash game where I'm comfortable playing multiple different characters. In this video, we'll go over my personal top 5 favorite characters to use in Smash Ultimate, with number 1 being my current main. Now keep in mind that this is not a tier list or any rating system like that, and it's just the characters I like to use the most and the characters I perform the best with online. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel a ton, and so you don't miss any future uploads. And now let's get into the list. Coming at number 5, we have Ike. Now Ike is a character that was never really that good in previous Smash games he appeared in, but that all changed in Ultimate. Ike has a pretty long sword and very strong aerial attacks, and he's also a pretty easy character to play, which makes him great for newer players. Ike was even used by MKLeo to win Smash Conference United and get 4th at Glitch 6, which shows how good this character really is, as well as how much potential Ike has. The biggest issue I have with Ike is that he's a pretty slow character, and that's why I have him only at number 5. He is the slowest character on my list, has slow smash attacks, and if you're like me and prefer faster characters, it can be annoying to play Ike, especially when you want to be a really fast rushing character. Luckily, Ike does have a decent amount of weight to him to balance out his slowness, and he can kill at pretty early percentages as well, thanks to his power. At number 4, I decided to lump all of the Marth-like characters there since they're so similar, and I'm not quite sure which one I like the best. Marth was my main in Smash 4, so it's natural that I would try him out again in the newer Smash game, but I do seem to do better with Roy out of all of the Marth-like characters. Roy's sword is the opposite of Marth's in the sense that it does more damage the closer you hit them to the grip of the sword, while Marth's does more damage towards the tip and less damage on the opposite end. Lucina is an Echo Fighter of Marth, but she plays pretty similarly, except that her sword does consistent damage throughout and does not have a sweet or sour spot like Marth's. Chrom is an Echo Fighter of Roy with the same type of sword as Lucina, as well as Ike's up B for some reason, which actually isn't that bad and get a lot of gimmicky spikes, because if you go for this off stage hit your opponent dies first for some strange reason. All of these characters are pretty similar to one another and only have some slight variations while playing, which is why I decided to lump them all into one number instead of having a top 10 where half of it was essentially the same character. At number 3, I have Wolf, which is arguably one of the coolest and most fun characters to play in Smash Ultimate. Wolf has great aerial attacks as well as a back throw that kills, which is great to have as there aren't that many characters that have a throw to kill. Wolf's laser is also one of the best projectiles in the game, as it's able to pass through other projectiles, which is very, very strong. His recovery isn't that great, unlike his Star Fox counterparts Fox and Falco. He can't side B and then up B like them as well, but this isn't the worst recovery in the game, to be fair. Wolf's side B can even spike to hit somebody off stage, which has happened to me a few times and has given me a few kills while I was just trying to side B back on the stage to recover. Wolf is a character I think that has a lot of potential in this game, and he is the first and only non-sword character that I enjoyed playing so far. A lot of people have also been talking about how Wolf could be one of the best, if not the best character in the game, and a lot of players in Japan have gravitated towards Wolf, so it'll be really interesting to see how Wolf does progressing in the future tournaments. At number 2, we have Cloud, which was my main for quite a while, but it's still very close to my new main. Cloud is a character I have never used in Smash 4, and I'm really glad that I gave Cloud a chance in Smash Ultimate. The limit mechanic Cloud has is a fantastic mechanic and causes your opponent to be much more cautious when you have the limit, as you can do a ton of damage with one single blow. His special is also great as a projectile, allowing him to have a nice tool for spacing, and you can compete with characters like Seven and Richter, just staying at a distance, using your projectiles so you don't have to rush in and take their holy water or take their axes. Similar to Ike, you want to use a lot of aerials with Cloud, however Clouds do not kill as early as Ike's usually. I found myself having to use limit or smash attacks to KO a lot of the times, and despite being Cloud so strong, I have a hard time finishing off stocks with him. This is ultimately what led me to try out other characters after exclusively playing Cloud for a while, as I found myself really struggling with him and I couldn't get a lot of kills with him. That's not to say Cloud is weak, it's just the way I was playing him wasn't to his full potential. And number 1 on my list, we have my new current main, and that is Corrin. Corrin is a character that I did not expect to enjoy using at all, but out of all the characters I've tried in this game, Corrin is the character I do the best with consistently. Corrin averages the most kills for me, while also averaging the least amount of deaths, and is barely ahead of Cloud right now for my most played character in the game. Corrin has a fantastic side B as well, capable of pinning down your opponent and getting it hit with a kick, and even if you miss the pin, you can swing in the opposite direction if you wish, and there's been a lot of times where I go for the pin, miss the pin, but hit my opponent with the kick, which is just as powerful. Corrin has a great special projectile as well, which is a charged projectile that can stun your opponent for a short amount of time, kind of similar to Zero Suit's. If they get too close, they're also bitten by Corrin's Dragon Hand from the projectile, which can KO. I find myself going for a lot of aerials and side Bs with Corrins, and projectiles are great for edge guarding so you can stun them off stage as well, jump off and then go for a hit. Corrin's side B can even hit enemies when they're grabbing the ledge as long as you jump and angle it correctly, and just like the other Fire Emblem characters, Corrin has a great counter and down B, which I don't seem to go for nearly as much as when I use a character like Marth or Chrom. Now the only real issue I have with Corrin is the back air is a little weird. The back air hits the enemy with Corrin's wings. The move pushes you forward a little bit as well, and doesn't feel as strong as other back airs in the game such as Marth's or Cloud's. Other than that, Corrin is a character I feel very comfortable playing, and even though a lot of people don't have Corrin as high on their tier list as other characters on my personal top 5 favorite list in this video, I still really like using her. Tier lists are great to get a general idea of how good a character is in a competitive setting, but at the end of the day, there are some characters that might not be as high on tier list that just fit your playstyle or that you enjoy using that you do very well with. In the end, you should pick the character that you're most comfortable with and the characters you have the most fun with. And those are my personal top 5 favorite Smash Ultimate characters. Let me know in the comments down below who your favorite characters are to use in Smash Ultimate, as well as who your main is. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, as it really does help a ton. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you all next time, and bye bye.